Okay, Woodworker Kid here. I'm sorry I haven't made a video this week. I was tired. I had school, and I sleep like at 12 in the morning. 12 p.m. Even though I wake up like at 6:10 now. But I gotta wake up earlier for some reasons. Um, Today's video is about a little update and safety. Now, I'm 14, and I know how to use mostly all the tools I have. The only tool I don't use is the air compressor. You can see right there, the air compressor. I don't use that. I don't got a nailer, and I don't think I'm gonna be using a nail gun. The only dangerous tool I hear is just my Delta 10 compound miter saw, 10-inch. It is very dangerous, even though it's old and it's kind of broken, but it still kind of works. The only thing what makes this very dangerous is because of this. Now this is a slide. When it's, as you see, it's not going down. Oops, all this junk I have. Okay. Now, when you push the saw down, this is supposed to slide back, and it's supposed to cut the wood. And then once it goes back up, this is supposed to slide back, so your hands won't touch the blade. But since this is broken, as you see, if I pull it down, the slider won't go back, and it just falls down. So you gotta always do this and just cut the wood. That's very dangerous. I'm probably gonna get a new one like next year, like in the summer probably. I don't know. And you got drills. They're kind of not dangerous. Well, when you drill like holes and it gets stuck and the wood like goes around and around, yeah, that's kind of dangerous. But I didn't have any injuries or cuts with the drills. Now I did have injuries with the table saw, only once in my finger, but it's all right. It didn't touch any bone or anything. I'm still fine, and the cuts are all healed and everything. Now, there's some other tools, like as you see that, the circular saw. I only use that a couple times, but I don't really have to use it. I got, as you see, chisels. I sharpened them, and yeah, they did cut me before, right? You probably can't see it, but I had a little cut right there. Wasn't wearing gloves, and I was making something for. I'm sorry. I was making something for. Well, I was making this holder for my hacksaw, and I got cut. I had a couple cuts on my knuckles with the saw, but it wasn't that severe. I hit. Well, hammers, yeah, you can get hurt by them, but they won't. Yeah, you can get hurt by your nails and all that. Haven't got really hit by any of my hammers and mallets. Now, I use my gloves. Wait, let me get them out. Gotta move all this stuff. Trying to organize my shop now. My dad works, as I said, for Endora, and he worked for the shipping department. And he's like in a kind of a high level there. And he opens stuff, like he opens the doors, he opens the storage and all that. And he can get gloves like these to me. And I have like 3 pairs over there in the drawer. Wait, let me move this a little bit. Yeah, I can get these. And they do really help. Yeah, for like gluing or like when I'm trying to stain, anything like that. Or like when I get splinters. It's kind of rarely when I get splinters, but I do get some. Now here's some tools I'm talking about on the brightness. Now, as the other video I made, the Dremel, I haven't got any injuries by that actually. I barely use it. I use it for what's it called again? Putting letters on things like benches, on one of my swords. Now, this, yeah, it's kind of dangerous, especially because this, I bought this at a pawn shop. Oh, my scroll saw. Bought this at a pawn shop, and you know how you're supposed to cut at right angle. This cuts in an angle because this flat bar, or this bar right here, it's kind of bent. So I cut at an angle, and I can't always. It doesn't always cut at a 45 angle. Now, here's my trash, and as you see in the bottom, it's a table saw. I went to a trip to South Carolina, and I always go. My family always go there, and we know people there. And there's a guy there that does construction. He has his, I think it's a Delta table saw, but he just has the table saw. He doesn't have the fence or anything, so I just keep it down there. It does work, but I just don't have the fence. If I do, I could use it, but yeah, I could use it, but it'll take me a while. Yeah, I got my stuff, my clamps and all that. Oh, and here's the power strip. So when I click this off, the lights are off, and it powers my jigsaw, my sander, my miter saw, my vacuum, and other stuff like the lights and my drill charger and my rotary tool Dremel. And there's supposed to be another light right there, and the power is, there's like some stairs you go up and turn them on. I just had them turn on to turn down the light because it's kind of bright in here in the video. Now, that's over to safety. Now, if you're young and don't know how to do the stuff I do, or you're an adult, you don't know how to use tools, just practice like with the power off, or either just, what I do, I just look at YouTube videos, and that's how mostly I learned off. Like the rest, Jimmy, Jay, Steve Ramsey, and some other YouTubers. Now, as you see right here is in the Endora sword that I made in my last video. I'm going to make a two-part build of the sword, but not with the letters. My dad hasn't taken this yet because I told him to wait. Let me make a copy so I can make a video out of it. And one of my videos in the comment section, one of my subscribers asked for a gun. Yeah, I was going to make it this week, but as I said, I'm very tired. Oh, well, I was tired. And it's kind of getting late today. I can't work past 8 o'clock every day if I go work. And I can't work if it's very cold or very, very hot. If it's hot, I can just open that door and I'll be fine. If it's cold, like let's say, because I don't work below 45 degrees. And if it's below 45, then I don't work. That's why I haven't worked when it was snowing. When it gets cold outside, it gets very cold in here. If it gets hot outside, it gets very hot in here. Now, the table, sword. Yeah, I'll make a two-part video build, because if I don't know how to edit, and the camera I'm using is actually a phone. It's the LG V10. I I got it in Christmas, and I decided. I mean, when I made my channel, the first video I made was with the other phone, the the LG G2, and it was kind of broken. And once I got this phone, I used the camera, and it said to say it's really good, and it kind of is. But the only problem I had is that I don't know how to edit. I know a YouTuber, and he does gaming. His videos are well edited. I tell him, can you edit my videos? But I couldn't send it to him by email because I was trying to edit the Enduro sword, the letters, the build I did, and it was like almost 4 gigabytes of video, and that since I recorded on my phone, it takes a lot of space. So if some people know about this, I have Google Drive, and I upload it on Google Drive, and then I delete it on my phone. So if I want to put back on my phone, I just upload it to my phone, and then I'm gonna have my video back. I think every video I make for YouTube, I'm gonna put in Google Drive on my Google Drive, and then delete it from my phone, so I can keep it in Google Drive. I have my mess of guns and swords and wood, all other stuff, chairs, dirty floor, and this is carpet. And it wasn't a good idea to work in carpet. But I'm not gonna have this workshop for very long. Once it's summer, we're gonna rebuild this place into a living so you can live, because like a couple years ago there's people living here and it wasn't good. It wasn't really too good to live in. So we're gonna rebuild it. Make kind of rooms so people can sleep in. So it's not gonna be my workshop anymore. In the back of my house is space. So in the corner over there, we're gonna make a workshop for me. It's gonna be, I don't know. I'm gonna post some videos about that. Some little videos about that. Now, I'm very cheap. I don't have money for a lot of things. Oops, sorry for my fingers. This is what I made for my tripod. A 2x4 and Corona cardboard. And I just made it into a square. Cut a notch so I can put my phone in. Another notch. I don't know why I put it there. Nails and just glue all around. This is my tripod. I'm hoping to get a new tripod. More gigabyte on my phone, because the LG V10 can hold micro SD cards, and so I'm trying to get a better micro SD card. And for now, I'm trying to get a new jigsaw. I'm gonna teach you how to make these holders, like for my chisels, for hammers, and all this other stuff. And it's, to be honest, when I made all this, my chisel holder, my hammer holders, my clamp holder, and my scroll saw, and my hacksaw, my saw, and my squares in one day. It was real easy. I just had wood lying around, think, then build it. Okay. Like and subscribe to my channel, Woodworker Kid. Signing out.